hello and welcome. This is Dustin Guinee. You've reached Open Minds, Open Hearts. And this is session 28. Laughter is the best medicine. Really excited about this one. We're going to get into some laughter meditation, some laughter yoga. So if you take yourself really seriously, then don't, because we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna be laughing in this meditation. It's not gonna be a silent meditation. I got a quick little presentation before that to give you some context and some history and some science around laughter. Yes, it is good for your health. We got the science to back it up. So we can be goofballs backed by science. It's pretty great. Last session was session 27, balance in the middle way. That one was about moderation and balance, finding that balance in our inner and outer life. So if you haven't checked out that, you can go to openmindsopenhearts.org, go to my website, go to my podcasts on where you listen to podcasts for that one. And you can check that out along with all my other sessions. These sessions are free of charge, but if you'd like to donate via Venmo, PayPal, always appreciated, as it keeps the tools and the lights on. And that's openmindsopenhearts.org/donate. And thank you. And other than that, let me go ahead and jump on in. So, there's a lot going on in the world right now. And so I was inspired to kind of take a different angle. I usually talk about kind of the standard meditation, mindfulness topics, gratitude, transformation, loving kindness, which are all great. They're not standard by any means. They're above and beyond standard. But laughter, it's such an amazing thing. And I think often we think, we need a funny movie or a funny show, to laugh, right? We don't, especially as we get older, we think, I'm a serious person. I don't need to just laugh randomly. Maybe I'll watch a comedy here and there, but how often do you have like just a really great deep laugh? Right. And probably not that often. And so this session today, we're going to talk a little bit about the history of laughter meditation, laughter yoga, a little bit about the science of it as well. And so I just hope that you can kind of put your, disbeliefs or any kind of, cynicism on the shelf and just let yourself be free with this idea. Explore it with a childlike curiosity, because we all have this innate gift of laughter, and we shouldn't have to rely on external sources to practice this practice of laughter, because it's not just something that we do when we're stimulated by a great show or movie. It's something that we can actually cultivate, just like how we cultivate our breathing exercise. We can cultivate our laughing practice. And so this is what I'm realizing. So I hope you can share in some of that. So let's see. Let's go ahead and jump right into setting our intention for the session and beyond. So some intentions could be, my intention is to keep an open mind about laughter yoga and meditation. My intention is to not take myself too seriously, which is definitely one of mine. And my intention is to find humor in my life. So go ahead and take a minute and reflect on your intention for today's session and beyond. How do you see laughter, happiness playing more of a role in your life? And usually what comes to mind first is the right intuition, intention. So we will go with that and jump into some inspiring quotes. Lots of great quotes on laughter. Really enjoyed looking at all the different, very smart people talking about laughter. So Dr. Madan Kataria, he's credited as being the founder of laughter yoga. founded it in the 1990s in New Delhi in India. And he says, if laughter cannot solve your problems, it will definitely dissolve your problems so that you can think clearly what to do about them. And I love that, because like we're not going to be able to, there's like the old saying, you can laugh or cry about it. Right. And, when you laugh about something, it's not that you're acknowledging that things don't need to change and that there's issues and challenges in the world. But sometimes you just got to take a step back and just laugh at the situation. Even if it's not that funny, like there's always like a silver lining or a lesson, or, even when we fall down, there can be something comical in that, obviously we want to learn the lesson and get back up, but even in the fall, there can often be, we can kind of laugh at ourselves. And I think dissolving the problems, it's not going to solve the problems, but it's going to dissolve it when we can put that lens of humor on our own experience. John Cleese, comic legend, one of the co-founders of Monty Python, he says, laughter connects you with people. It's almost impossible to maintain any kind of distance or any sense of social hierarchy when you're just howling with laughter. Laughter is a force for democracy. And I just love that idea, connects you with people, a force for democracy. Like this is exactly what meditation and mindfulness is about, right? Like feeling more connected with others, feeling empathy for yourself and others. And laughter has a similar effect, right? Like if you've ever been to the movies back when we were going to the movies, or, a comedy show, people laughing together, there's just, you just can't beat that energy of being in a big group, laughing with people. There's something magical about that. And to say it's a force for democracy, I think so, because it connects us all in a way that, talking or, even just doing other things, like it's just not going to connect us in the same way that laughing together can connect a group. And then Viktor Frankl, he is a psychologist, doctor, also a Holocaust survivor of the internment camps, somebody that saw horrific situations in those internment camps. And he said, I never would have made it if I could not have laughed. It lifted me momentarily out of this horrible situation, just enough to make it livable. And coming from somebody like Viktor Frankl, who survived years of internment camps, years of just horrible atrocities, to the testament of laughter getting him through these situations. It's a testament to his character that he could even laugh in these situations. And I think he's highlighted just how critical smiling, laughter, happiness is to our survival. We can't just survive materially. We need to survive mentally and spiritually. And laughter is a great catalyst for that. So just a little food for thought there. So let's just go ahead and talk a little bit about the history of laughing meditation and take it back to Buddhism, since most meditation practices derives, usually around the Buddhist tradition, and particularly the concept of the laughing Buddha. The laughing Buddha was actually not based on the actual Buddha, Gautama Buddha. The laughing Buddha was based on a monk named Budai. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. He was a Chinese Zen monk who lived in 907 AD. And so he kind of became known as the laughing Buddha, which now we see all over the world, kind of the larger, jolly Buddha with a big smile on his face. And so in his actual life, Budai, he was a jolly natured, humorous personality. He was eccentric in his lifestyle. So very different from your typical Buddhist monk. He wasn't as keen on just being silent and peaceful and calm. He was very boisterous and liked to get loud and laugh. His name Bodai means cloth sack, which refers to a bag that he often wore. And some traditions actually consider him part of the Bodhisattva lineage. So he was definitely revered as a very profound, wise teacher, while also being kind of humorous and not taking himself so seriously. So that's kind of where this idea of humor kind of comes into the meditation tradition. It does go way back. And so let's talk about now from a scientific perspective, what we know about laughter. Because, you may be thinking like, okay, this is a little hokey, we're just going to do some contrived laughing and then we're going to feel better somehow. Well, we have some good science to back that up, right? So some of this research I pulled from the Mayo Clinic, but so some of the points, laughter enhances your intake of oxygen, stimulates your heart, blood circulation, stimulates your lungs, muscles, and increases the release of endorphins, which is the feel-good hormone, basically. So lots of really great health benefits that are happening just by the act of laughter. Also decreasing your stress and pain, decreasing heart rate, decreasing blood pressure, ultimately creating a more relaxed feeling. If any of you guys have watched a funny movie or been to a comedy show or something like that, afterwards you just feel good. You have like a natural high because of all that laughter. And there's physical, chemical things that are happening in your body as to why you feel so good. So positive thoughts can release neuropeptides that help fight stress, and potentially more serious illnesses becoming a natural painkiller. So thoughts and emotions become hormones that are released from the brain that then become our physical reality, right? So this science has kind of proved this, that our thoughts, emotions, and body are all directly linked, right? So laughter is good for your physical health. It's good for your mental health. Helps you cope with difficult situations, helps you connect with other people, and decreasing depression and anxiety as well. So tons of benefits to laughter. And kind of the last point I'll make here, tying this back to laughter yoga, since that's really, laughter meditation is kind of a derivative of laughter yoga. It's more or less kind of the same idea. And this guy, Dr. Madan Kataria, he's credited as the founder of laughter yoga. He says, the more you laugh for no reason, the more life will give you a reason to laugh. Which I do love that, because that's kind of the idea here. So this all started in Mumbai, India, back in the 90s. And Dr. Kataria, he launched the first laughter yoga session in a park near his house. There's only 5 people there. But the group was having so much fun together that passerbys would walk by and be like, hey, what are these people doing? They're in this grassy field just laughing together. I want to join this group. So it quickly grew to 50 plus participants. And when they first started, they were doing like telling jokes and funny stories to get the group to laugh, kind of what you would expect. And as they began to run out of jokes, the humor started to get more crude, and some members were getting offended and threatening to leave the group. And so Dr. Kataria realized, like, okay, I need to have a different method for people to laugh that doesn't rely on these jokes and kind of these external sources. And so, looking at his research, he realized if the body cannot differentiate between pretend and genuine laughter. So if you start with a fake laugh and just kind of keep going, it pretty soon it evolves into an actual genuine laugh. And so it was a kind of a brilliant discovery. And so he took it to his group at the park and basically told them, like, okay, we're just going to start laughing for no reason, and at first people were like, I don't know. But then as they started doing it, especially since they're in a big group physically together, they could see each other's faces laughing. It just caught like wildfire. And so since then, different exercises like physical movements, physical yoga movements have been involved. Some role playing from Dr. Kataria's kind of acting days have also been integrated. So there's a lot of like fun motion, physical motion, along with breathing and laughing, that kind of goes with this. So that's a little background for you guys. Hope that was helpful. And with that, let's go ahead and get into our guided meditation. Let's begin. Greetings. This is Dustin Guinee, and today I will be leading you in a mindful laughter meditation. This particular practice started with the formation of laughter yoga back in the 1990s. And so some of these ideas are borrowed from laughter yoga, but we'll also be doing some breathing exercises as well. So it's a bit of a meditation yoga hybrid. There will be some arm movements that we do. And this particular style of meditation is very different than your typical meditation of sitting in silence and waiting for enlightenment to come, or just chasing away the monkey mind. This is kind of the opposite. We're going to get a little loud. We're going to laugh. Hopefully you're in a space where you can laugh to your heart's content and not worry about the neighbors or office mates or something. If you're in a space where maybe you need to keep it down, that's totally fine. You can do a quieter laugh. But it is preferable if you can do a nice, robust, free, uninhibited laugh, because that's really what this is all about. So I know as a serious adults, we may have concerns or judgments about laughing for no reason. We may think it's silly and childish. I invite you to observe those self-judgments when they arise, because they will. It is silly, kind of forcing yourself to laugh. It's kind of silly, but that's the point. Is it starts kind of fake, and then as you keep doing it, it becomes fun, and you start laughing at the sound of your own laugh. So we don't need jokes or stories. We just kind of go deep and just laugh, is because it's good for your health. It's gonna lower your stress. It's gonna increase your endorphins. So with that, let's go ahead and get started with a few deep breaths. And as we do that, let's focus in on smiling as we do our breaths. So we'll go in through the nose and get that nice smile, the Buddha smile, and release through the mouth. Just kind of warming up the mouth, the lungs, in through the nose. Smiling out through the mouth. Just smiling, just being free. Smiling for just the reason that we're here meditating, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Okay. So we're going to start with an exercise. It's a laughter yoga exercise called ho ho ha ha. So basically, we're going to use our arms. So when we say ho ho, we put our hands forward like we're playing patty cake. So ho ho, and when we do ha ha, we slap our thighs. Ha ha. All right. So ho ho, like hands forward, like you're playing patty cake, and ha ha, slapping your thighs. And as we do that, ho ho ha ha, we do it like a rhythm. And we can also rotate as we do it. So we do it just centered, ho ho ha ha. We can turn to the left, ho ho ha ha. Go back to the center, ho ho ha ha, and go to the right, ho ho ha ha. Okay, so yes, it is silly, but just play along. You'll start having fun with it. Okay, so let's give it a go a few times. So ho ho ha ha, 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 ho ho ha ha. How does that feel? Feels good, right? Getting the blood flowing, starting to move a little bit. Maybe you're starting to feel the sweat a little bit, starting to feel alive. Okay, so this next one, another breathing exercise. This one is called the aloha greeting. And I love this because aloha is a Hawaiian word. It's a Hawaiian greeting, but it actually has a lot of different deeper meanings. And one of those is that aloha means the presence of breath or the breath of life. And so I love this. This is perfect for a laughter meditation that we're using aloha to breathe in the breath of life and put some humor in it, put a laugh into it. So what we do is when we say alo, we bring our hands up like we're praising to the sky. So we kind of bring them, our hands from our knees all the way up to the sky. So we go alo. And then when we bring our hands down, we laugh. So okay. So we bring our hands up, we go alo. Okay. Alo. Okay. Alo. I hope that was as good for you as it was for me. Okay, so we're starting to warm up. I'm warming up. I'm sweating profusely. I don't know about you, but that's the point. We're getting the blood flowing. We're getting the air flowing. Hopefully, we're feeling good by now. Hopefully, we're laughing at ourselves, not taking ourselves too seriously. Because now I would like to go into a free form laughter. So you can use one of these exercises if you want. Another quick little exercise, if you want to try, is you can do the vowel sounds. So you can do like A, E, I, O, U, and kind of similar to aloha where you put your hands up. You do so like if you're going to do A, you can do Okay, so aloha, you can do that if you want. You can do a syllable sound, or you can think of a funny story. If you're looking at me like, okay, Dustin, I can't do this. This is too crazy. Think of a funny story, whatever it takes to get you laughing. But also notice if the self-judgment is coming up and you're like, I can't do this. This is too weird. That's okay too. Like, listen to that little voice and then just say, hey, that I hear you, but I'm going to laugh anyways. Why not? It's not going to hurt anything. You're going to feel better afterwards. Okay. So let's just go ahead and get into it, and we can go for as long as you want. Okay. So I'm going to start with another aloha. Aloha. So feel free to keep laughing if you're still laughing. How do you feel? I hope you're feeling good. I'm feeling great. I am sweating profusely as if I was just working out or taking a shower. God, it feels good. Laughter is the best medicine. It's not just a cliche. It's true. Okay, so as we kind of cool down from this laughter meditation, can just kind of connect with our breath and where we're at right now. Starting to calm ourselves down. Checking in with our bodies. How we're feeling right now. Maybe we're feeling warm or hot or sweating profusely, like in my case. We're feeling alive, I hope. We're feeling the breath of life, the aloha. Just connect with where you're at physically, mentally. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more joy, a little bit more happiness. Hopefully you were able to address maybe some self-judgment that was happening there with the contrived nature of laughing for no reason. But hopefully you also found some authentic laughter in there too. That's kind of the beautiful thing of this practice is it may start as a fake laugh, but it often evolves into a genuine laugh, largely just hearing yourself laugh and how ridiculous you sound, which was why I kept laughing. I realized I have a funny sounding laugh and it makes me laugh more. So I hope that brought you some joy today. And in closing, I'd like to share a poem that I've written inspired by this practice called Mindful Laugh. Okay. So, Mindful Laugh. Hey there, self. Looks like we're going through some change, which makes me feel afraid, uncomfortable, and strange. Comfortable in my zone, I'm good where I'm at, even though I'm stagnant, motivation falling flat. I'll get to it tomorrow or maybe the next day, watching as my dreams fade and time drifts away. Why am I not content? Material needs fulfilled. Peeling back my veils, my soul is revealed. Maybe I need a little mindful intervention. Reframe my story, begin my reinvention. Rewrite the script running through my head, causing fear and doubt, feeling stuck in bed. But what if I awoke to greet the day with bliss, realizing every day was the greatest gift? What if the negative self-talk was my ego run amok, and I'm not my thoughts, and my life doesn't suck? Why do I take myself so seriously? Seriously. See the life through the eyes of a child and live curiously. Maybe I don't have to be this way. Maybe it's okay not feeling okay. Maybe the world is not doom and wrath. Maybe I just need a mindful laugh. No, that's not it. I think for this mindful laugh, I need some company. Hey, you guys at home, could you join me on this laugh? I know what you're thinking. What? Why? Like, are you going to tell me a joke or something? I don't have a joke, but I'm just proposing that we just do a big belly laugh together for no reason at all. Okay. It's not like I'm asking you to jump off a bridge with me or anything. Okay. So what do you say? You want to try it with me? Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Feeling a little bit better? I know I'm feeling a little bit better. Why was I taking everything so seriously before? I mean, really, like, what's the point? I can get high on my own supply. It doesn't cost a dime. I mean, it kind of costs my self-integrity maybe, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with just laughing and having fun with it, And hey, if you're too serious to laugh for no reason, then just smile. I mean, that works too. So I hope you've enjoyed this laughter meditation session. Namaste.